The garden project here in Morton Freshman Center has received worldwide recognition as it is permanently featured in the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., and was presented worldwide at the United Nations International Day of Forests 2021.
Over 50 students have completed over 2,000 hours of work over the summer from June 1st to August 6th. We planted 22 trees, including oaks, sweet gum, white pines, and watered them all summer. All trees were measured each month so students can analyze the amount of carbon they capture over the coming years in biology classes. Data was collected on monarch butterflies for citizen science projects, along with them being raised and released. Enormous amounts of weeds were removed and pathways were restored. 6 picnic tables were constructed and painted with original artwork. Additions to this garden include a restored and expanded compost system, more bird feeders, a pond with fish, frogs, snails, and a turtle, and the creation of informational signs so visitors and future students can learn about the garden ecosystem.
The trees in the garden were provided by the Morton Arboretum and the United States Forest Service as part of the Chicago Region Trees Initiative. The Students Garden Club have recorded information on the trees into the CRTI Canopy Counts program, so they can be viewed by the public on a global map.
So the gardens increase the biodiversity in our community, which is kind of lacking a lot of it. If you can see, like around the school, there's a lot of factories and like empty parking lots and all that stuff. So there's not a lot of green space. And so what Mr. O'Toole did with the gardens, he kind of just took all the green space that was around the school and he incorporated it with all the plants and like the new pollinators that we get with like the monarchs or the bees. It just significantly helps, and it's also a great learning experience for all the students because
they create healthier environments for everybody. It produces new greenery and oxygen. It also shows kids the responsibility of land cultivation.
In Cicero, we lack a lot of green spaces. This is mostly the largest green space that we have here in Cicero. And having this green space helps also purify the air and improve air quality.
This is very good for classrooms because we get to do hands-on learning.
Mr. O'Toole's class is based on outdoor learning. So just about every day I'd be in his class. You'd be outside. If it was nice enough, you'd be outside. Only about in the winter time is when you weren't outside and you just learn, and it'd be a lot of cool experiences. You'd be catching dragonflies, butterflies, tagging them, which is really cool.
It's really important to the community, and not only that, I think it's really fun to be around different people. I feel like since I started the garden program, I feel like I've gotten to know more people here. Starting here with no friends and coming out with a bunch of it definitely is a learning experience. Just a great experience overall.
This is a generational project. Each generation of freshmen actually help maintain the garden. You should really take care of this garden, and it's really important for the whole community. You have to understand that this place matters to a lot of people, so you have to help maintain it and keep it clean. And you can also add your own ideas of ways to improve it as well.
Know how to identify milkweed because it's one of the most important plants in the garden, because the gardens are mostly for the monarchs because that's where they lay their eggs.
There is a purpose for them to be here and to help out in the garden because it's going to help the future and it's very important in the community. So with minorities and factories.
Incoming freshmen should treat the gardens with a lot of respect and value.
Treat them with respect. There's a lot of hard work that went into them with previous years, previous students. This wasn't just like a one-time thing. There's always people working on them, and a lot of money goes into them, a lot of hard work goes into them. Be careful where you step. A lot of people tend to step on important plants like milkweed.
You should respect nature and wherever you go, but especially here because it matters to a lot of people. It matters to Mr. O'Toole and to the seniors already that graduated already who started this project. You have to recognize that this is in the Smithsonian Museum, and knowing that this garden is in the Smithsonian, you have to respect it as much as possible and maintain it because it has a lot of attention drawn towards it.
Nowadays, they're going extinct with pollution and they have lack of environment. It's good that we're offering them a new safe space.
This garden is especially built for them because we have a lot of milkweed. The butterflies, the monarch butterflies, are really important because they have cultural significance drawn towards them since they represent in Mexico the souls that come the Day of the Dead. Also, pollinators in general are really important because they help pollinate the flowers that we have here and help pollinate other flowers as well that are all around Cicero.
These gardens were built as habitats for eastern monarch butterflies, which are going extinct.
The garden project was permanently featured in the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C., and was recognized by the United Nations in 2021.
This summer, we worked hard for over 2,000 hours to maintain the North and West Garden.
We planted 22 species of trees to increase the biodiversity and to limit the impact of climate change.
Now it's your turn to take care of them so we can continue representing Morton on a world stage.
Treat them with respect and take care of them so future generations can enjoy them too.